Hey, Butch.
Hey, who's that, Debbie?
Yep.
Hey, girl, how you doing?
I'm good.
We are live. Welcome everyone to the August 4th, 2020 Board of Education. As we always do with a prayer, and I will be doing that today. So please pray with me. Most gracious Father, we come to you tonight. Well, maybe not worried, maybe concerned is a better word. Because we know that we're in the middle of a crisis in our country. We're in the middle of a crisis in our state. And based on the resources that we have, as far as was keeping them in a safe and secure environment. Father, we just pray tonight that you will bless this county as you have in the past. Bless this school system. Please, Father, and we ask for mercy. We ask for protection for our students, for our teachers, for our teachers, our lecturing workers, for our bus drivers, for everyone who is employed by the system to try to provide the best education we possibly can. I pray for tonight as we make decisions to move forward in education of children. We know that children need to be with us in classrooms with teachers who love them and care about them. And we know that our teachers are concerned about their health issues and how this affects their families. And we just pray for your mercy and your overseeing of our system in the coming months. All right. We need approval of minutes. 7/7, 7/13, 7/20, and 7/28 call meetings. At this time, I would ask for a motion to approve in a second. Motion from Ms. Flip, second from Mr. Raper. All those in favor, just raise your right hand. All right, moving right along. We'll need approval of the agenda for tonight.
So moved.
Mr. Bailey, second. Mr. Bailey, please raise your right. I'm sorry, Dr. Oak, did I see your hand?
It's here. I'm sorry. Can you see me?
Debbie, how about you, Ms. Brown? Okay, wonderful. Okay. Oops. We did not have any. Right along to support services report, Dr. Green.
I'm here, Ms. Stevens, and I have nothing more to add to what we presented last Tuesday.
Ms. Houston, business services report.
Ms. Houston is at the City of Winder meeting tonight to be available to them if they have any questions regarding our letter we submitted regarding a proposed development. So she asked me to substitute for her, and I'll do the best that I can. We have our SPLOST receipts, and I can't tell if you all can see that, if it's open or not, but it was a record month, and that is always good news. She did want you to know that she has spoken with Tom Owens to get kind of his take on what we're seeing, and he compared us with our neighbors Some are seeing the same type of growth that we are, and some are not. Some are actually down from a year ago. So he said that is good news, but not to expect this to continue forever. That the stimulus and unemployment compensation, he feels like, are contributing in part to that spending. And those are somewhat volatile. So those were his comments as far as the SPLOST receipts, but certainly good news.
For the record, I can't see that, but can we, for those who might not be able to see that, can we just see how much we were over last year? Just over last month at this time?
You can scroll down just a bit. I think last year's is right there. Oh, it doesn't have, yeah, here we go. It's right at $1 million last year, and it's $1.2 million this year. On the financial statements, she did mention that at this point, we usually like to see 8% of the total year. And right now, expenditures being less than 8, right now they're at 7, so that's good. Revenue, we like our revenue to be above 8%, and we're not quite there, but typically that will go up in September with property tax collections. And then there was one item that she wanted me to mention on the financial report. And that was, I believe, on the second page. There's a $30,000 item under employee workers' comp in red, and that is an error. And that will be corrected for the next report. She just wanted me to mention that. And that's all I have for Ms. Houston.
About the Bethlehem. What's that little man?
No, it's.
I don't know if anybody else is having this problem, but I can barely hear what's being said. It's breaking up terribly bad.
Quick check here then.
Yeah, it's the same with me, Dr. Huff.
It's really bad. The reception, the audio is bad.
Hear me now?
What's that?
Still breaking up.
Time out, everybody. We'll get this fixed.
Mic check 1, mic check 2.
That's much better for me.
Yes, it's much better as well.
Good.
All right, so
Yeah.
can you both hear us now?
Yeah.
Debbie, can you hear us?
Yes,
I
I
can-
can.
Yes, ma'am.
Did either of you have any questions about anything on the last reports?
No, I could hear that pretty well. It's just happened.
Okay,
Very well.
okay, we'll move right along. Systems operations report, Mr. Furno?
Yes, Ms. Stevens, I don't have anything to add to the report that we presented last week at the work session.
All right, thank you very much. Dr. Moten, teaching and learning, do you have anything new for us?
No, ma'am, no additional information.
All right, great. Thank you very much. And Ms. Beggs, Planning and Personnel.
Not at this time.
All right, thank you. All right, under the consent agenda, let me just say that we don't have any new business or old business items at this point. Under the consent agenda, we have the Open Up Math curriculum purchase that Dr. David Beeland presented to us. Superintendent recommends authorizing the purchase of Open Up Math curriculum student workbooks from Study Edge, the sole source provider for the 2021 school year. The second item is policy IHF6 graduation requirements. The superintendent recommends changes to policy IHF6 to be placed on the table for public review until the next regularly scheduled meeting. And number 3 is the proposal for Edmentum courseware. The superintendent recommends the purchase of 2,000 licenses for online distance learners for grades 6 through 12 for $82,219. Item 4 on the consent agenda is the Lightspeed web filter. Superintendent recommends authorizing the purchase of the Lightspeed web filtering solution from sole source provider Howard Technology Solutions of Laurel, Mississippi, in the amount of $69,900. Item 5 on the consent agenda is the fuel, petroleum, oil, and lubrication bid for fiscal year 2021. Superintendent recommends awarding the fuel, petroleum, oil, and lubrication bid to Boswell Oil Company. Boswell Oil is the only respondent able to provide the full range of services needed. Item number 6 is policy revision EE, food services management. Superintendent recommends changes to policy EE to be placed on the table for public review until the next regularly scheduled meeting. This time I will call for a vote on the consent agenda.
Motion to approve.
Thank you. Okay. Ms. Malik, motion, Ms. Kelly made the second.
I think Bill made it.
Did you make a second? Okay, you were beaten out by Mr. Ritter.
Yeah.
Mr. Ritter made the second. All those in favor, please raise your hand. All right, it's unanimous. Great, thank you very much. All right, next we have authorization for committees to meet. I'll need a motion and a second for that to occur.
Make the motion.
Ms. Kelly makes the motion.
Second.
Ms. Bramlett made the second. All those in favor, please raise your right hand. And that is unanimous also. All right. At this time, we need to go into executive session to discuss or deliberate upon the appointment, employment, compensation, hiring, disciplinary action, or dismissal, or periodic evaluation or rating of a public officer or employee to interview applicants for the position of superintendent. I'll need a motion for that. Well, Mr. Ritter, Ms. Brown,
Yes.
Yes.
Mr. Luke, yes,
Yes.
Ms. Kelly, Mr. Ray, Mr. Foley, Mr. Huff, Dr. Huff, I'm sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
And, all right, and there is Ms. Kraus, and then I guess I have to vote too, so. there we go.
Yes.
All right. We'll go into executive session at this time.